Get him. Keep going. Come on. Come on, Brandon. Let's go. Push up. Push up. Push up. Come on. You know, there is truly one thing that I dislike about the career that I decided to pick. Owning a gym and transforming people's lives. Now, don't take me wrong. I love what I do, but the one thing I don't like doing is going through all these transformation photos from the challenge we just finished and trying to pick one winner, because in my book, they all won, and the results here are outstanding. What happened to your partner?
Workout was too hard. She couldn't handle it today.
Come on, don't let me beat you. Oh, he's trying to tell it to him. Oh, what? Oh, This is Kyler's skid marks, starting there. Ends right here. I seen this on cops one time where they can measure out skid marks and determine how fast the car was going. I'm trying to figure that out for Kyler right now. You know what? I need a little break from that. And I want to talk about something that I was doing earlier when I was putting this stuff together. So we had 25 individuals sign up for my 90-day challenge. And just to give you guys a recap 90-day program, if you don't know what it is, it's where we have folks come in, they pay a small fee of $35, and then we give them all their macros. We give them how much protein, how many carbs, how many grams of fat they need. And then we, based on their activity levels and what their current weight is and what their goals are, to help them drop the body fat that they want. Also, we add them to one of our groups on Facebook, and then we go through and show them how to actually use the app to log their foods to make sure they're meeting those macros and how to put foods together. And you'll see me in my kitchen like talk about here's how you adjust your foods to make it meet, and here's how I'm gonna adjust all these different ingredients to make it match, and here's some ideas. And the strange part about this is they're all getting this information. All 25 of these folks that signed up are getting the same information. But in the end, only 14 submitted their final information. Now, there may be a few that's still probably doing the program, maybe they can get their stuff in in time, but that's a crazy amount of difference of 25 signed up, only 14 submitted their information. And the crazy part about this is the folks that submit their information have substantial changes to their body in 90 days. I mean, we're talking 20, 30, 35 pounds of weight loss in this 90 days by actually doing the macros like we taught them. So what happened to the other 11 folks? How come they didn't get the results? And it really comes down to a few things. But before I dive into it, because I actually created this storyline around 2 of these folks that are in our 90-day program, and don't worry, I changed their names and changed them the storyline, but you get the point. I want to point out, like throughout my life, I've seen this multiple times where I see people that succeed and people who fail. In the environments where I see it, they're all gaining the same information. So why is it there's always people who succeed and people who always fail when we're receiving the same information? And I think it truly comes down to a few things: consistency, focus, and discipline. I think those are the 3 things that we're missing daily that's going to help us achieve results. Matter of fact, earlier I created a storyline around 2 of these folks that will give you guys a better idea of what I'm talking about. Now again, like for this purpose, I took and changed their names. So I'm going to use Marcus and Jake. But I want you to think about the story of each one of these and listen to the difference. Matter of fact, the first one, Marcus, just kind of a little backstory. This person always was bouncing around from diet to diet, was very inconsistent here, was very inconsistent with the foods or everything outside of here. So when they finally decided to make that approach of being consistent, things changed. So let me share these stories with you and then listen to the difference of Jake and how his story was compared to Marcus. All right, so Marcus always had struggled with his weight. He tried every diet, every workout plan, but nothing ever seemed to stick. Then one day, he decided to stop chasing quick fixes and focus on one thing: consistency. Instead of jumping from program to program, he committed to tracking his macros daily. Every morning, he planned his meals. Every evening, he reviewed his progress. At first, the changes were small: a pound here, a looser belt there. But after weeks of laser-like effort, the results started compounding. His strength increased, his energy skyrocketed, his mindset shifted. He wasn't just losing weight, he was becoming a more disciplined person. What he focused on grew. His commitment to daily tracking led to better choices. His consistency in training made him stronger. His dedication to the process transformed his body and his confidence. Because Marcus focused on progress, his progress became his reality. Now, let's take Jake, for example. Jake's the other one. Jake's the one that didn't submit final information, and I know the results that Jake had. See, Jake was a result of losing focus, and his daily habits truly worked against him. So, here's Jake. He started his fitness journey with the exact same excitement as Marcus. He meal prepped for the first week, he crushed his workouts, he saw the scale drop. But soon distractions in his life crept in. One missed workout turned into two. One untracked meal turned into the entire week of eating whatever. I'll get back on track on Monday, he said. But Monday came around and went. His focus wasn't on progress anymore, it was on excuses. What Jake focused on grew. Instead of discipline, he nurtured inconsistency. Instead of tracking his foods, he started mindlessly eating. Instead of committing to workouts, he prioritized comfort. And just like that, the results he had worked for started to slip away. 2 months later, Jake was right back on track where he started, frustrated and wondered why things never worked for him. But the truth was simple. His focus dictated his outcome. See, what I want you guys to understand with this is the lesson behind these two stories. See, both Marcus and Jake had the exact same opportunity, the same plan, the same 24 hours a day. The only difference is one focused on building habits that push them forward, and the other allowed distractions to pull them back. See, what you focus on grows. If you focus on excuses, you'll get more excuses. If you focus on consistency, you'll get results. Keep pushing up, Mike. Don't let your chest rest on your elbows. All right, we're getting closer. We have it narrowed down to 3. We'll post a winner soon. Can't wait for the next 90-day program.